back to the world of dating. I'm your host, Brian B., and today we're going to talk about dating. So if you're married or you're not interested in dating, maybe you don't want to watch the show. But we're going to talk about some interesting things about relationships today and dating. We do a lot of different kinds of shows on this channel. And today we're going to talk to you single guys and you married guys if you want to learn some tips about some things maybe your wife's doing or not doing. And today we're going to talk about the single world. And I see many women in this world today thinking that they're the prize. You look around and Facebook and all these women, they think they're the angels on earth, they're God's gift. But actually, you guys, you're the gift. Why? Because you're the ones who pay for the dates, you support these women. These women, probably have a lot to thank you for. But they don't do that. They think that they're the prize. And so you men need to start changing your attitude as far as looking at the women because they're not actually the prize, you're the prize. And it's kind of crazy because we're the ones who pay for the dinners, we're the ones who support the women. They should be looking up at us as far as for everything actually. And so do not beg a woman for their love and support. She should be actually looking at you as the prize rather than you looking at her as the prize. And you better start believing. Start believing that you're the prize because you are. And also, one of the things that guys do is they get jealous. They start wanting to look at the woman's cell phone and they start wanting to look at her Facebook and they just start wanting to spy and investigate on this woman. However, the more you do that as a guy, the more you're going to push that woman away. So my advice to the guys is don't do that. With my girlfriend, I just give her the peace, let her do what she wants to do. And if she wants to cheat on me, she can go ahead and cheat on me because, she's going to be the loser, not me, because I can go out and meet many other women. And I don't want to per se, but if she chooses she doesn't want to be with me anymore or she wants to go chasing other guys, then now adios, amigos, amiga. And of course, we don't encourage that, but you should look at the relationship like that because women, if they know that you're investigating them, you want their password, you're watching their every move, they don't like that, and it probably pushes them away from you. So you don't want to do that. And I've had girls tell me before, like, "Are you watching me and stuff?" And I go, "No, you're free to go, wherever you want. If you're not interested in me or something like that, then you have your freedom, and the door is right there." I always tell the girl, the door is right there. If you don't want to be with me, because I'm the prize, and you will know it now or you'll know it later. And so it's best just to go ahead and not be so needy and clingy because that actually will drive the woman away from you. And so, anyways, the best option is going to be you. And so let's just show the woman, that we are the best option, and that if they have that freedom to go finding someone else, then they can do that. Of course, we don't want that, but they have that freedom. And I don't want to know the password or anything like that. And the three top lies that a woman will tell a guy is number one, I already have a boyfriend. Have you ever heard that statement? You ask a girl like, "Hey, I'd like to get to know you," and then she says, "Oh, I'm sorry, I already have a boyfriend," and that's the number one excuse that a woman will give you, and it's her polite way of saying like, "I'm not interested in you," and about 90% of the time she does not have a boyfriend. She's just telling that nicely to get rid of you. So if a woman ever tells you like, "I have a boyfriend," that's just a polite way of saying like, "I'm not interested in you." So go ahead and move on. Don't be upset or anything like that. There's lots of fish in the ocean. So if a woman tells you that she has a boyfriend, she probably doesn't have a boyfriend, although maybe 10% of the time she may. Because a woman, if she wants a guy, she will go ahead and make herself available for him. But if a girl doesn't want to be with that guy, she will definitely shut the door fast. So that would be a warning sign. So if you ever hear that word, I have a boyfriend, she probably doesn't have a boyfriend and she just wants to get rid of you fast. So, and also, the number two thing that a woman will do is she'll play the angel card. Like she'll say that she's just an angel, she's a good person. She'll go ahead and fluff herself up as a very amazing person, a sweet, innocent girl. And anytime a girl overly talks about herself in that manner, she's probably not the angel. Women often they talk and then what is really true is a different thing. So they may say that they're an angel, and if they're bragging about that, then they're probably not the angel. It's kind of like the old saying, like if somebody calls somebody a liar. So if you're in a relationship and you're not lying to the girl or cheating, and then the girl says to you, like, you're lying or you're the cheater, you're always cheating on me, but you didn't do anything. Chances are she's the liar or she's the cheater. So you want to be alert to these signs that a woman will give you because if they start accusing you for no reason of things, you should always be alert that this woman might be lying or she might be cheating on me. So if she's accusing you of things for no reason at all, she probably feels guilty that she's doing these things. So she's blaming you for her guilt. So that's just going to be a sign that, that this may happen and she may be the one that's violating that relationship. So the best thing to do is just be observant, guys. Kick back and just watch what your woman is doing. Watch her behavior because if she's changing and things are different, then you're going to know that she's going to uh, probably be changing and something's happening in that relationship. So you probably don't want to talk about it, but you want to be watching that woman, seeing what she's going to be doing next. It's very important. And then if a girl says like I'm not that kind of girl, and if if you start making advances on her and she acts like she's the angel, she's probably not. She probably has a lot of experience, and she's probably just maybe using you for money or whatever her needs are at the time. So just be aware that if a girl just tells you like what a sweet person she is, she's probably not a sweet person. And if she's not that kind of girl, she probably is that kind of girl. So, like I said, that women often will tell you something, but they tell you something that's not true. And they just say that to mislead you. So, women have a very, not all women, but women kind of in general, they will say things, but that's not really the truth. And that just happens all the time. And so what girls say and what they do may be two different things. And three reasons why a girl may move on. Let's say you have a relationship and then she starts behaving bad and or behaving not good for the relationship, and then maybe you break up with the girl and you just say, you know what, this isn't working out. She's actually maybe sabotaging that relationship. She has another guy lined up on chat or whatever, and she's sabotaging. It happens all the time. I've had that happen to me where the woman sabotages the relationship. She doesn't show love. She behaves in a bad manner or non-loving because when a woman has another guy lined up, she's not going to respect you. She's going to lose interest in you, and she's going to go ahead and be focusing on the new guy. So she doesn't really want to doesn't know what to do. So she oftentimes will sabotage that relationship. So you break up with her, and she's like, yeah, he broke up with me. Now I can move on. So if a woman ever does that to you and then they go ahead and have a new boyfriend fast, you know that she probably sabotaged that relationship so she could move on to the next guy. So just be alert that the women, they oftentimes have a guy lined up. There's lots of guys waiting for that girl. And if she does, you know, you should just say, okay, I'm going to go ahead and find someone else too. Never be needy and never like, you know, beg that girl to love you, because if a girl's doing that, she doesn't love you. So it's best to move on, right? And not beg a girl to love you, because the more you beg a girl, I've done that before, and the more she doesn't love you and the more she wants to be with the other guy. So just let her go. It's a free world. There's lots of fish in the sea. You know, move on and find another woman. So that's the one of the things. And men are oftentimes thirsty for women. You know, they'll go ahead and chase women. They'll go ahead and beg a girl to love them, and they just act like they're just so thirsty and hungry for that woman. And that's the trait of a guy. And that will really turn a woman off and make her go the other way. So guys, just do not act thirsty. You act, you know, that turns a girl off because you look terrible. And never hold yourself in dignity and hold your head up high. And if the relationship doesn't work out, you know, be strong and be a man and walk away from that relationship. And, you know, she probably has something else lined up anyways. So just move on if she's not into you. That's one of the things. And if she never really loves you if she leaves you easy. So, you know, I've had a situation where I had a girlfriend when I was injured. She was chatting with a guy. She fell in love with him while I was handicapped. And she just said to me, guess what, Brian? I got a new boyfriend and I'm moving on. And I'm like, what? And she doesn't really love you. You know, a girl that loves you is never going to do that to you. So that's a real strong hint that you better let that girl go, because if a girl, you know, sort of traitors you, you know that girl's not into you. You know, either you've done something that turned her off, or she just, you know, she's just not into the relationship anymore. There's lots of reasons for it. It's not always the girl's fault. However, you know, you got to let that girl go if she's doing that, because she's not into you and she moves on fast after breakup. She doesn't love you. You know, that's just a clear sign. And, you know, that happens. So just go ahead and move on. And she probably, a girl can actually stay with you. You know, she could live with you, she could date you, but she could be emotionally disconnected from you. So, and she could be kind of moving on to another guy, even though she's with you. Maybe it's your girlfriend, but notice, watch her behavior if she starts disconnecting from you, because she might be being entertained by another guy, or maybe she's losing interest in you. But she could still be with you and emotionally not be with you, physically be with you, but emotionally not be with you. So always be aware of what's happening in that relationship. And when you're like meeting a woman, you should like be tall, and when you walk, you should walk with your head up, your shoulders back, and you should walk like your shit doesn't stink, you know? You should be very strong about your character, and you should be confident. You know, confidence is the key for every man. I'm confident in everything I do, and if a girl, you know, doesn't like it, it's okay. But hold your head up high, be strong. That's the best way to behave, to meet a girl, to walk out in public, to always be like the boss, to be strong. Even if there's a girl, there's no girl, you should always be self centered about yourself. And you should be, you know, strong about who you are. And if you walk with over, hunched over, looking at the ground, and you're always not confident and stuttering and saying, well, you know, I don't know and stuff, that doesn't show confidence, and the girl will lose interest in you fast. And people on the street maybe laugh at you. So always keep yourself strong. You know, have belief in yourself. One time I was speaking and I was learning to do speak, and the guy said to me, you always have to have confidence in yourself, have belief in yourself, and believe that you're the best. And maybe you're not the best, but believe that. Because if you believe that, you're going to go ahead and behave like that. So always walk with confidence, behave like you're confident, and always believe in yourself. And don't put yourself down or don't think that you're not worthy, because you are worthy and you're very special. So act like it, and then you things will go good, whether it's with a woman or just in general in the